Yes, Bad Mind TV. There again, the early hours. Got a fresh topic as per usual. Again, big up the subscribers. Big up the people leaving comments and all that. Yeah, I see ya. Respect ya. Like that, cause we don't beg likers and we don't beg subscribers here. So everyone that's done that has done that of their own free will and looked at my thing and says, you know what? I'm gonna subscribe to this brother. So respect, yeah. Boom. I think again to the youth them and the kind of parents as well. You get me? Because the youths them aren't really watching this. It's more like their parents' age that's gonna watch this. So I think the youngest I've got is like 25. Yeah, about 23 to 25 really. So I'm talking to the ones coming up now. You them take your time, man. Take your time. What I'm seeing is that even before you leave the school playground, your knees deep in the badness, and like that. You just take your time. Like that. Take your time. There's nothing wrong with getting an education, and still being a rude boy. I got my education. I'm not thick. Okay, but just because I've got a criminal record doesn't mean I'm thick. Anyone who knows me, yeah, without the mask on, knows that I'm not a thick youth. You know what I'm saying to you? So you don't want to be out in the world and you come out of school, or you end up going to jail while you're in school. That means you're walking like a dunce. Now, I'm not saying that British education is what you have to be a man, but you have to learn how to read and write though. I believe, say, where you live, you have to know where you're from, you have to know how to read and communicate with the people them. And you don't want to end up in a situation in life where you end up look like a dunce because you didn't go to school. You know what I'm saying to you? You don't want to be in an uncomfortable scenario. Take your time. Don't rush to run into that. You don't have to rush it. If you're going to go into it, you're going to go into it and take your time. You understand what I'm saying to you? Just take your time, man. I find that what's the big rush to thingy? Do you know how much? Let me tell you something. Alright then, let's look at London for instance, yeah. They got a big population down there, innit? And they got loads of up and coming rude boys, and they're gonna have loads because they got different boroughs, north, south London. It's big, innit? Yeah, compared to Birmingham, London's big, so I'm gonna assume that they've got a higher concentration, a higher amount of black guys than Birmingham has, or black youths in it, and that's why I'm using them as an example. And when you think about it, yeah, for the amount of youths that are coming up to Rere, you don't get that many established G's, do you? Look, if you look down there, yeah, I'd say they've got let's just give them 20 top boys in it that we can see in the media and whatever, yeah, and including you're gonna have the ones that ain't rappers as well that are still man them. But on a whole, if you look who reaches man them status, to get to that status where you're seen as the hierarchy in your area, or you've got that label, yeah, you don't have that at 15. There ain't no 15-year-old thing, you bobs. It doesn't work like that. Unless you're gonna come out of school and slay down 4 man real quick, yeah, then you could probably jump up to that. But to jump up to, you go in jail. You know what I'm saying to you? So it wouldn't really make a difference. Yeah, that shows that there's a journey you have to go through to reach that status. Like that. Like some of the rappers them. Yeah, some of the rappers them down London. You get me? Or South London. To get to that status what they do, it wasn't just rap music that brought them there, They had work to do. It's like a job. Yeah? So you can't just be in school and say, yeah man, I'm the next bad man. No. If you're 15, it's going to take you 10 years of work to 8 years of work to get to that stature of being recognized. When you pull up in your thing, see them man there, you get me? To get to that stage, you've had to put in work. I'm sorry to tell you, I don't know what fucking dream you've been told where you think that you're 15, you're going to get your little pistol And then you're going to go on the road and cause a carnage and skip all of that at that age. It's not possible for you to do it. You have to take it on and go through it and go through the ups and downs. Go through the little this, the little that, the susu, the passa, red, and you come out shine at the end, hopefully. That's if you can keep your life. Because, like that. I just don't want these youths to think that it's an overnight deal, that you become the Don overnight at 12, 13, 14. You need to learn how to drive first. First thing you need to do is know how to drive. I don't think a lot of these 15-year-olds know how to drive. I was driving from 12, 13. I could drive a car around the block, around the hood. I could maneuver it around my little area. Build up. Then by the time I got to like the couple of years, what was I say, 14, 15, I could start venture out my area now. Start go look a place like Coventry. Start go look a place like Tamworth and them look a place there. Start venture. You understand me? It's a journey. Stop jumping to say, yeah, I'm the next and I'm the next squirt. It don't work like that, man. And I think that's where Una's going wrong. You understand what I'm saying to you? You're just going wrong, like fully. You understand what I'm saying to you? And the next thing as well, you see, if you're going to be a real bad man, you got this dream of being a bad man. Proper bad man. No one's supposed to know your mum. And no one's supposed to know where you live or where your family live. Yeah? So when you get in mixed up with people, yeah, there's no one can say, yo, that's where he lives over there. Because the first thing they want to do is go to your yard. And that's why you get in a lot of these issues now, people's front doors. Because everyone wants to be the bad man, but they're not protect them yard. You know what I'm saying to you? Nobody knows, but you see, my journey, no one really knew where my mum lived. I didn't bring people around by my mum's place like that too tough. And you wouldn't know. You understand what I'm saying? You wouldn't really know. I protected my people. There's not, my whole family, that's good people and all, like the Christian side of my people and that. What I've done don't affect them. I live that way. You cannot be out there. You see if you're a person and you know that everyone knows your family, you want to be a bad boy. You're a fucking dickhead if you still go in the streets. If you still go in the streets, you're a fucking knob. If your people are popular, say you're the Jones family, and everyone knows your people in the community, you got pastor, you got people who work shops, they're business people, and you're choosing that road, knowing the whole of the community where you're from, know your people. It's long. What you doing? Because as soon as you shoot a boy or stab a boy, they know, oh, that's his auntie, that's his uncle over there, his people live there, they drive that car. It's so long. You can't get involved. There's some things that will make you not applicable for the journey. It might be because of little things like that. Your people them too popular. Everybody know your mother. It long. Everybody know your sister. It long. So the moment you're doing them things, you're automatically bringing that thing around your people. This is what's going on now. So sometimes you just can't get involved unless you're going to move and go somewhere else and go Nottingham or go Derby and do bad man up there. Because I can't, then they don't know where your people are. There you go. You understand me? If you think, oh, yo, I want this bad man thing, but it's bait here, save what you look at money, do you look at hustle and bustle, save what you look at money, and go up, so get on social media, meet a girl who's up the motorway, so you can start flex up there. You understand what I'm saying to you? Forget trying to shit on your doorstep. A lot of shitting on doorsteps is going on right now. And I can't believe it. So I might have to say something. Yeah, man, hopefully. A youth might see this, hear me talking and go, you know what, my man's right still, I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna take my time. There's some things I didn't take my time with still. But I managed to get through. So you do get the lucky one, I managed to get through, but me should have took my time a little bit still. You understand me? I should have took my time. Because I'm also gonna do I wanna do like a pros and cons thing. Because in the end, you see, if you're gonna do the bad boy thing properly, in the end, because of all the pros and the cons, there's more pros than there is cons. No matter what, there's more pros than there is cons. No, there's more cons than there is pros. Let me change that. There's more cons than there is pros. You're gonna go for a lot of shit, yeah. Like that. Than if you just went to school, go college, and then probably just got a trade or maybe like that, went into IT or got a job. I am saying that, you know, if you're not built to go through that, or you could just end up getting life in jail and just sitting there in the cell rotting, just sitting there. You know what I'm saying to you? So, you know, there's a balance, but I'm saying to the youth them and whoever, take your time. If that's what you're gonna choose, if that's the lifestyle you're choosing, just take your time. There's no harm to take your time, you know. If a man's trying to push you to do something, you say, yo, right now, I'm gonna take my time, you know, still, right now, you know, like that. Let me just build up myself to, you know, like that. Unless it's served on your doorstep or on your toes, take your time. Yeah, because everybody wants an enemy these days. I think in the black community, you think you're nobody if you don't have an enemy. Is that how it is? It's like you have to get an enemy. Like for being black ain't cool if you ain't got an up. It's like part of being black now. You have to have an enemy. That's fucking stupidness, guys. That's fucking stupidness. You get me? Yeah, and you know what we're gonna do as well? We're gonna pick the enemies next door. Do you know that years ago, in like my parents' time, there was no gang beef in Birmingham. It was Birmingham versus other cities. So we used to beef with like Manchester. They used to come send their ooters down and whatever, and then we'd run them out, and then we'd go up there and you get me? Till they stopped coming down here, cause they realised Brum weren't soft. You get me? Imagine, you know what woke me up this morning? I had a geezer arguing, you know, with some geezer or with somebody. I don't know if he's on his phone. And imagine what woke me up is when he said, these Brum man think he had an out of town. Don't he come from? I don't know where he come from, but he says, oh, these Brum man think they're tough. And I thought, you cheeky bastard. That's what woke me up, you know. And it's like, because his voice is in earshot of me, I don't know where it was. Yeah. It's like, I've shouted out, yo, like, what's he talking about? Brum soft. That car done quite quickly. That I didn't hear him talk much after that still car. You know what I mean? Don't come down here talking about Brum soft. We've got a long history of never being soft. Even in the black and white TV days. From the Brummy Gems to the other ones after that, what do they call again? The Peaky Blinders. You get me? Then you got there's too many movements. And then on top of that, my city, unfortunately, is called Badlands. The nickname for my city is Badlands, you know. We're the only city that get nicknames for some reason. I don't know why that is. Yeah. So the new one's Badlands. So that's where we live. So for someone to come down here and they say, I'm not having it, you could never come down here with that. I'm a Brummy. You know what I mean? And yeah, so don't come down here with that. But anyway, back you them. Just take your time. You know what I mean? This is not no channel what pushes badness, you know. We know that badness is there. It's always been there. It's never gonna fucking stop. That's not how the ether was designed. It was designed for some to get problem and some don't get no problem. You understand me? But just like, you know how you know the youth them's rushing? You know what hurts me? When a youth gets assassinated here, and when a youth gets assassinated now, it's almost like, how did you manage to get enemies that will hate you that much to kill you at 15 years old? How do you get your notoriety? That's how you know you're rushing. Because you've rushed and pushed and pushed and pushed it. That you've put yourself in a category where you can't even probably defend it. You probably can't defend it because you're so young. When it gets served upon you properly, you can't defend it. When you're causing a lot of problems, you know, and it falls in the ears of older people, they're not going to remember that you're 15. They're going to think, yo, this youth, you're into fucking, if you do something with this youth here, this youth are going like him bad. And that's what happens as well. A lot of you probably, you're out there going on with doing your thing, mashing work, but then the OGs them, it's falling in the earshot, and you're upsetting a lot of people. And when you upset too much people, you know, there's not a lot you can do. You have to have some people that like you in the community as well. There has to be balance with it. You know, like you have to have balance. You can't have two people link up that don't know each other. Your name gets called and they're both going, yo, I don't like him, you know. That's when you know, yeah. When two people meet up and they don't know each other, but your name get mentioned and so they don't like you. You need one of them to say, no man, he's kind of cool still, you know. Like, I check for him. That's what you need. Yeah, and you can only do that by having balance. So if you're just bad all the time, you're not the kind of geezer that someone can so and say, oh, you wanna come out for a drink? You know, like you wanna come for a pint, or you wanna own a couple of brandies. If you're not that kind of geezer, then your journey just gonna be, you will only talk to scumbags. You don't like no one who's balanced, yeah, who's balanced. Think of this, you know. You see, when you meet murderers and killers, they're the most politest people you could ever meet. They are. They're very polite. They don't push an agenda. They know what they are. They don't need to be walking around like, it's a one Mr. Billy Bad Boy. They don't do that. They're very comfy in their own skin. Be comfy in your skin. You understand me? And by being confident that you don't need to jump for nobody else's requests. And you don't need to follow around other people. You understand me? You're in your lane, and if you want to do a little thing, you'll do a little thing. Yeah? So that's what the message of the day was. Just take your time in a badness. Don't too rush to jump up in it. If that's what you've chosen, you've got years to do it, bro. It's a journey. It's your own story, literally. It's your own movie. So just orchestrate your movie, innit? Don't be too quick to thingy. Get me? So on that note, Bad Mind TV, I got this mask yesterday still. I don't know what you think about this one, you get me? I'm kind of feeling it still. Yeah, so just let me know anyway. In the comments, let me know and say, yo, boom, what you think of that? Get me? The youths don't need to take their time. Yeah, all them little 15-year-olds and 16 and 17-year-olds. Just take your time. No one's not here telling you to stop nothing. Just take your time. One order.